Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Relax.Cut.Glue. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you all here with me today. It's Monday and I'm super excited to have a very crafty week. This week I'll be celebrating my 3rd year on YouTube. I cannot believe it's been almost 3 years. I just can't. It's gone by so fast. So today I want to show you something that I made a week or so ago, and then I want to try and make it again, and I want to use it as a giveaway item for my upcoming giveaway, and I might make a couple more depending on if, well, I think I might just, we'll see. Okay, we'll see. There's still some things that are up in the air as to what I want to do. So basically, this is, if a folio and a glue book had a baby, it would be a glue folio. Okay, this is my glue folio. So basically, I didn't add any paper right here yet because I was just lazy. But basically, you can add like a piece of Velcro right here or a magnet or whatever. And I got this original idea from May Crafts, or May Made It on YouTube, and I'll link her video down below because she gives great instruction on how to make these, and she lists all the measurements. So I don't want to take that away from her because I did get this idea from her. However, she made it just a folio for photos and things like that, and I tweaked it and turned it into a glue book, and I'm going to show you how I did that. But I'm going to tweak it again another time because I want to make the spine. So this is only a 1/4 inch on both sides here. I'm going to make that a 1/2 inch because as gluers, we pack in a lot of paper and images, and it just gets so fat so fast. And then I thought, you know, if it gets too fat and I can't close it all the way, I could always just cut off the closing flap. You know what I mean? Or you can punch a hole and tie a string and, you know, wrap it around or whatever. Okay, enough chitty chatty. I'm just so excited to be back. And I am not delirious today. I got some good rest over the weekend. So when I made this one, my thought process was it was going to be all dogs. So you open it up and you have a 3-inch pocket here. And then I made some little cards with my leftover cardstock and scrapbook paper so that I can collage on these as well. You know, add a dog and a quote. It's kind of like making a postcard or an ATC, and then I just put them back in there because sometimes you just feel like working on smaller things. So I did that. And then I wanted to have a lot of brown because, okay, sorry. I'm too excited. Take it down, Nicole. Woosah. Okay. I wanted it to have brown in it because, you know, dogs. But I also wanted to have color. So I added bright colored paper inside. Most of this is going to get covered anyways because I'm collaging on it. But at least from the side, you get some color. And I really like that. I did add a strip of washi tape down the spine just to give it a little extra girth, a little extra strength. And so this is the part that I added. She did not add the signature. This is the part that I added for my glue book. And I only added 5 pages, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I added 5, which gives you 20 gluing surfaces. And then here, I can collage on here. And then you open it up. I can collage on here. And then I have another pocket. And I added some more little cards, similar to like a journaling card in a junk journal. You know, just all different sizes. It's fun to work on little things like that. You could also add a pocket in here, or instead of doing this, you can add your images in here to glue with. And then you close this and you flip it, and I can collage on here as well. And then I added, this is another tweak that I made, is I added a waterfall in the back. So I can collage on these or just add images of dogs or whatever I want to do. It just gave me more space to glue. And, you know, I'm all about that life. And then it closes. So that's how it works. You open it up, you have your pages, you open this up like that, turn it over, waterfall, bada bing, bada boom. There's the back. So I thought this would be really fun for a glue book, and I'm super excited about it. So I think what I'm going to do is make another one. I do want to see, I mean, I hesitate because the 1/4 inch spine isn't bad. And we like fluffy books, so it doesn't really bother me, but I do want to see if it works if I extend the spine. So today is more of a craft with me. You can go to her channel for the dimensions if you want to make one that's similar to this. If you want me to do a tutorial where I show you exactly how I added the signature, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I do realize that we have crafters of all levels here. And then also the waterfall. Let me know if that's something you guys are interested in, and I can do that at a later date. So for this project, you only need 3 pieces of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And I'm going to make this a black and white one because I'm thinking with black and white, and then I can add like bright, colorful images to it. I think that would be fun. Okay, so I'm going to score 2 of these papers at 3-inch. Oh wait, I forgot I don't like to use that to score. Hold up. Where's my little scoring pen or thing? I don't like using my bone folder when I score because it makes my score lines too like wide. Okay. And then I need 9 inches. Okay. And then, so normally you would go 9 1/4 because this is going to be a little spine. I'm going to stretch it out to 9 1/2, which means my little flap, this little flap will be just 1/4 inch shorter, I believe. If I'm doing this correctly, that's how it's going to be. Okay, so let's do that again. We have to do the same thing. So we're going to go at 3 inches and then 9 inches. Isn't this easy? You guys can totally do this. And let me tell you something, I'm not even going to show you. I should show you the first one I made because it turned out like crap. So even people that have been crafting for a long time, you know, it's trial and error when you're trying something new. And then this last one, you can either score it or just fold it in half. So basically I'm just going to score it at 5 1/2 because that's half of 11. And then this piece will end up being this piece right here, this little middle piece. You don't have to add that if you don't want to, but come on now, more gluing surfaces? We all want more gluing surfaces. Okay, so now I'm going to fold these in half and give them a little creasy poo. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I struggled a little bit with fatigue, which is, you know, par for the course. I didn't get a lot of sleep when I was in the hospital with my husband. And so what happened is I ended up with a flare-up. So I really, really struggled this weekend. But in hindsight, I mean, not in hindsight, I'm just making up words now. It ended up being okay because we just had a very chill weekend. So I just rested, you know, hung out on the couch and we watched TV and that sort of thing. So it was fine. I had an okay day. Okay, I hope this 1/2 inch spine doesn't ruin. But here's the thing. When you craft, you have to get out of your comfort zone sometimes and try new things. If this doesn't work, I'm only out 3 pieces of cardstock. It's okay. I can't see how it wouldn't work, but I have to see it visually. I'm a visual learner, so I have to do this first in order to see if it works and then tweak it from there. I'm sure some of you are like that as well, but it just really helps me. Okay, so this is why I love May. When she did hers, she told us to lay our papers like this, to where the big 3-inch side is on either or, right? So this is going to end up being that first pocket, and then this is going to be, wait, how did I do this? Hold on, I got to think about it for a second. No, I go like this. Okay. Sorry, it took me a second. I haven't made this in like a week and a half or 2 weeks because I did this, I think, before Bob was in the hospital. Okay, so 3-inch side, 3-inch side, little side, right? So I'm going to fold this over and I'm going to glue it to this little flap. This is going to be on the back, so you won't see that anyways. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it, and you want to glue it right up to the spine, but not over it, because you want this to be able to open and close. If you go over your score mark, you're not going to be able to open and close that, okay? So let's add our glue. All right, I'm just using my art glitter glue. For one, it has a very fine tip, so I don't get too much glue because I don't want it spilling out everywhere. And 2, it's a stronghold and it dries very fast. So I'm just gonna set this on here. You can already feel the glue grabbing it. I'm gonna get it right up to that score line, but not go over. Let's just make sure. Looks like I might be a little close. There we go. Give this a little press. Really want that glue to adhere. All right, so now I have this little flap right here. Now this is our pocket. So if you wanted to decorate the inside here, let me show you on this one. That's this. So I didn't decorate behind just because I'm gonna put cards and stuff right there. But when I'm done, I'll decorate that piece. But let's glue this. So this is our pocket. So all you do is just glue from one side to the other here, right up to your score line. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I bet 75% of you have glued a pocket before, but there are some of you that haven't. So let's just be helpful to those who have not done this before, because we were all there at one point too. So I'm just gonna squish that down with my bone folder. That helps spread the glue, as well as really press, really adhere those edges together. Okay, so we have our first pocket. Okay, the downside to black cardstock is you see everything, but I'm gonna cover all this anyways. Okay, so here's your little flap, and I'm gonna take this. This is that piece of paper that I folded, and I am going to, how did I do this? I'm going to glue this here. So here's my flap. I'm just gonna tuck this under, and I'm going to make another pocket. So here's the thing, and May talked about this in her video too. If you don't want this to be a pocket, just glue this whole piece down and put a piece of paper over the top. Kind of like how I did here. You just put a piece of paper over the top. I decided to have the pocket because I can tuck more things in there, and you know, it's just more fun. But you don't have to. So if you don't want a pocket, add glue all over this and stick it down, and you won't have a pocket there. I do want a pocket, so I'm gonna open this up, and I'm gonna do the same thing I did on this pocket, and I'm gonna glue the sides. And just for reassurance, I'm also just gonna do a little bit of glue down the edge here, just because I'm sure it's gonna get a lot of wear and tear. All right, I'm gonna push this right up here, fold this over, and make sure it's even, because you know, you like things even and around here. Okay, where's my little tool? Right in front of my face. So I'm going to, I can't believe I remember how to do this, and I've only done this twice. I'm so proud of myself. Folios are so fun, and you can totally still make this a folio and add photos and give this as a gift to somebody. That would be amazing. And Mother's Day is coming up. And if you make a pocket and then decide later you don't want the pocket, just glue over the top. It'll be totally fine. Okay, so now we have that. Let's see, I did a waterfall on the back. Do I want to do that again? I don't know. Okay, but first let's see how this works. Okay, that worked out really good. I like the 1/2 inch a little bit better, I think. And it still ends up being the exact same size. I just have a wider spine. So I do think I like that. Okay, so all I did there was increase my length by, or my width by 1/4 inch. So you use your bone folder on your score at 3 inches, 9 inches, and 9.5. That's it on 2 pieces of paper. But let's add some paper. So I got this at Michael's the other day. I had to take my mom to the airport, so I went to the Michael's over on Airport Way. If you're in the area, you know what I'm talking about. Holy moly, never going there again. So not a good experience. But anyways, I found this paper pad. It was only $5 to begin with. I totally would have bought it for $5, but it was on clearance for $3. And inside it has 5 patterns. Sorry, I'm looking at it, not showing you guys. It has 5 patterns of, and 10 pages each of each black and white pattern. So I thought that would be fun to use inside of here. Okay, so what do I want to use on my cover? And then I also have this piece of paper that I bought a while back. So do I want to put this on the cover? It's kind of cool. I don't know. See, this is where it's just way too many decisions, way too many cool papers to play with. let's just add this on the cover. Actually, no. Sorry. Let's add this to the cover. Okay, so I want to cut this at 5 3/4. I need a new paper trimmer. I've had this one forever and I need a new one. Okay, so 5 3/4, that gives me a little bit of border. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut this. So this should be 8 1/2 tall. And I'm gonna cut it at not 8 1/4, but what's this? 8 1/4, 8 and, see, 1 8, 2 8, wait, I don't know. The little one right before the 2 notches right here. So here would be 8 1/2. This would be 8 1/4. I want the one that the big line that's in between. Sorry, it's Monday and it's early and I can't think. Don't judge me. All right, so let's see how this looks. Oh my gosh, I freaking love it. Okay, so, well, and then if you have extras like this, you can cut them down and maybe add little tabs or use it for collage. So, oops, my blade just came out. Okay, so now I want to cut this one the same. So there we go. Ooh, I love this paper. Oops, didn't get the edge there. And then also the same. I know you guys will comment in the comment section what I meant. Okay, there we go. So let's glue those down because those will be my front and back, I think. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. Yeah. Do I want to go around the edges in black? No, I do not. On this one, I went around everything in brown just to kind of, I don't know, add some dimension, but I don't think this needs it because it's just black and white, but that's just what I'm going to do for today. So let's glue this down, and I'm going to save all my black and white scraps because you know what else you could do with these is make a masterboard out of your scraps. That would be cool. Okay. Is decorating not the best part? Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Okay, so just want to make sure all my sides are pretty even here before I fully stick it down. And I can already tell, first of all, it would help if I made this flat. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. There we go. Give it a little smush, especially on those corners. You want to make sure you get all your corners really laid down because nothing more annoying than corners that lift. Okay, so there we go. There's the cover, and then I can add a strip. I'm going to do a different pattern for my cover. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Okay, so let's add this other piece to the back. Okay, so now we've got the back done, and we have the front done, and we have a 1/2 inch spine. Love it. Okay, so much better for a glue book to have just a little bit, because this is already pretty fat, and like I said, this would work 100%. This would work, but I want a little bit more space. Okay, so let's add another one. Let's go with this one on top here. All right, so I want this to be how wide? Break out your ruler. So this is approximately 3 inches, so I'll make it about 2 1/4. So let's go this way again. Ooh, but that would make it going, do I want it going that way or do I want it going this way? I'm just gonna do it this way. My scraps are not gonna be scraps. I mean, they are, but they're gonna be turned into something else. So I'm not worried about wasting my paper or whatever. I'm not really wasting it. Because I would save more paper if I did it this way, but I want the design to go this way. And like I said, I'm not worried. I can use this on my little cards that I collage on for a master board. I'm not worried about it. Okay, so now we're gonna go to that little mark again, which my brain is not working. I can't remember what it's called. Oh my goodness, I'm a train wreck. Okay. Bob is doing really good, you guys. I told the glue crew that he's having a little problem sitting still. I told him that if he wanted to use his leaf blower, and he came up to me and was like, Yeah, so I looked on the website and my leaf blower weighs just a little under 7 pounds. And so I can use my leaf blower because he's not allowed to lift over 10 pounds for quite some time because he just had surgery. If you're new, my husband just spent a week in the hospital. He's only been home, not even a week. So anyways, I'm like, absolutely not. And he's like, what? I can't. It's not 10 pounds. And I'm like, Bob, no, you are not going out there and using your leaf blower. And he goes, I'm not going 12 weeks without using my my leaf blower. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm like, I will hog tie you. I will hog tie you if I have to. Don't try me. I mean, it's all in good fun. We were both laughing, but he loves to use his leaf blower, you guys. And now the weather's starting to get better, so he's really wanting to do yard work. No, not allowed. Okay. So I have another pocket here. Let's do another one. Should I do a different pattern? Is this wide enough to put right here? Should I do this on the other side? Let's do that on this side. Let's cut this for this side. Okay. This is fun. Oh my gosh, I love new projects. Again, not a tutorial, so don't get mad at me if I'm going too fast or whatever. I will do one if you guys want. Okay, so let's flip this. And put this like that. Ooh, I love it. Okay, where's my glue? Oh, it's right here. Getting too excited. Can't find my things. All right. So anyways, back to Bob and the weather. We're supposed to have very nice weather this week. And so if you've been with my channel for any amount of time, you know that Wednesdays are our cleaning days in the house, like our major clean day where we do a deep vacuum, vacuum all the hardwoods and the carpets, mop the floors, dust everything in the house, you know, that kind of stuff. My husband is a clean freak and this is what helps him. And so we all do it. And so now we talked this morning about what we're going to do this week and how we're going to do it. And he's being very good about compromising. So he's going to actually go outside and show Jackson and kind of tell Jackson what to do when it comes to the yard and stuff. Poor Jackson. And so he can get his yard done because that will make him feel a lot better. Okay, so I have 2 pieces here I need to do. And then here I'll probably do a waterfall and I'll just use these papers. So let me see. I'm going to put my lid on my glue because I don't think I'll be using that for a minute. So let me see what my dimensions were on this because it's been a hot minute. 5.5. Okay, you're probably looking at me going, that said 5, not 5.5. It was 5.5, but I scored it at a 1/2 inch for my fold over piece, and that's what made it 5 by 5.5. Okay, so basically you're gonna cut papers 5.5 by 5.5. All right, so let's do that, and I'll show you how I do my. How many did I have? Let's see. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 waterfall pieces. So let's get some of these papers. I might as well just use all these. All right, so let's cut these down. So we'll cut this to 5.5. Actually, yes. Or should I cut this first? I'll cut this side first. That way I don't have a bunch of cut up pieces. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Okay, so I'm going to go here. That way I can save this big piece for something else. And then, so I'm cutting everything 5.5 by 5.5. Okay, so I think I actually have 8 here now. So I have 1, 2, 3. Where's my other? Oh, what maroon? 3, 4. I'm kind of putting how I want to have these here. So that one, that one, that one. I really like that one. That one, and then maybe that one. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I need to score these. And because they're 5.5 by 5.5, you can have it go whichever direction you want it to go via your pattern. So let's see. Maybe I should switch the pattern around. Like if I have 2 of these, do I? So I could do one this way and one this way. I think I might do that. All right, so let's do this. So I want to go this way. And I'm just going to score it 5. there's 5. And then I'll fold that over later. And then all of these will be scored at 5. All right, so let's fold these bad boys over. I always start in the middle. It just is what works for me. Actually, I want to use my actual bone folder for this because I'm in business. So we have there. And then I rounded the corners on mine. You don't have to. Am I getting black ink on me? I feel like this is like bleeding a little bit. Okay, there we go. What was I saying? Rounding corners. You don't have to. I just think it looks really polished when you do that. But, you know, do what makes you feel happy. Rounding the corners makes me feel happy. Okay, now you can use double-sided tape for this as well. I personally feel like I use glue because it gives me just a little bit of wiggle room. You can use a glue stick, or you can use, I'm going to turn this upside down just because it's easier for me. So I'm going to take my first one, add some glue to this little part that our little tab, and I'm just going to glue it. I'm going to center it on the page and glue it close to the top, but not all the way to the top because I don't know why. I don't want it to like I don't want you to see it from the outside when I close my book. Make sure your first one's really even because that will set the tone for the rest of them. Okay, so now all you do is lift that one up, get your next piece, get your glue, add your glue on here. Keep it folded, and then take this one and put it right up against the bottom of the last piece. Give it a little press, flip that up, press it down. You really want that to adhere all the way. All right, now we're moving on to our next piece. Okay, and we'll do the same thing. Keep it folded, butt it right up against that other piece. Give it a smush. Lift it up, smush her again. Woo! A lot of glue came out of that one. All right. This one looks like I got it just a hair off. Probably because I folded it off, but you know what? It doesn't matter. You don't really see it. All right, and just keep repeating the process. Look how quick this went. So easy. Well, okay, let me take that back. Is it easy? Yes. But when you're doing it for the first time, you know, it might not be as easy. So, but once you get it down, super easy, if that makes sense. I guess that's how it is with everything. So that was kind of dumb for me to say. But it is relative. I think it's easier than people think it is to do a waterfall. I guess that's where I'm getting at. Okay, this is the grand finale. Oh, wait, I need more. Did I not do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Why didn't anybody tell me that I didn't do my last one? Oh my goodness. I'm gluing this kind of fast because I'm doing a video, but normally I would take more time, I think. Okay, I'd like to think I would. So let's get this one where it needs to be. Smush, open, smush. And voila. I could probably even add one more, but oh, I want to move this one over. Can I still move this over a little bit? Let me. Oh, well. Okay, so yeah, there we go. And like I said, I could probably add one more, but I don't want to. So, dang it, should I? Now I just want to see if it would fit perfect if I did one more. Okay, now I feel like I have to. I feel like I have to because I feel like it would fit perfect and I need to see. There we go. Ah. There we go. All right, upsy daisy. Ooh, it just fits. I'm just going to go. There we go. Oh, that's so perfect. Oh, I love it. Okay. So there we go. Look how cool that is. All right. And if you get this done and you feel like yours hangs over, just cut off what hangs over and re-punch or round your corners. It's okay if this one's smaller than the other ones. You know what I mean? Okay, so that looks good. Now I just need to decorate my pocket, and let's pick one of these. Kind of like this one. Still don't remember what that one is. And it's okay. I'll get it down for when, if you guys want a tutorial. Okay, so let's glue this one down. This thing is coming together. Who knows? This might be one of the giveaway items if that's what you guys want. That would be fun. Now I could add, because I still haven't added my signature in yet. So I wonder if I should add colored paper or stick with black and white. Probably stick with black and white, huh? Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, this is looking cool. Okay, so right here is a 1/2 inch spine. This is where I'll put my papers for the glue book. I mean, all this will be glue book, but you know what I mean. And then, do I want to add a piece of paper here? I could always masterboard this too, you know, just kind of start gluing all these scraps down here and make like a masterboard out of it. I could do that. You know what I mean? And just, but I don't know yet. Okay, so I have this page and this page that I need to do. Maybe I'll add this to the, okay, I'll work on that in a second. I'll come back to that. Okay, let's work on these two. So I was thinking like here and then, oops, like that. Oh, no, I don't want that. I'll go like this and like this. Yes, okay. I didn't want two patterns right next to each other. That's why I moved those the way I did, if you're wondering. All right, here we go. And then after this, I think I'm going to end this video for now. I can come back tomorrow and add my signature and all that kind of stuff. But let me know if you guys want one of these to be added to the giveaway, because I will make some more today, because my giveaway is in just a couple days. So, and I already have other stuff lined up to give away, but I wanted to do some kind of glue book as well. So put this here. This is why I like using a glue stick. It gives me just that little bit of freedom to, oops, I got some glue on the outside there. Wipe it off. To kind of wiggle my piece around so I can make sure the border's even all the way around. With black and white, it's not so easy to tell if you're off. But with other ones, I feel like you can tell a little bit more. All right, now we're gluing this one. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh. So much fun. I want to do like a vintage theme one too, because I do love that. I go through phases. I like both. So you'll see like I'll go almost maybe half a year even or more, 8 months, where I work on mostly one style. For a long time, I was doing just vintagey stuff. And then I switched back over to my magazine, colorful stuff. I don't know. I just go through phases. I did a poll not long ago, and a lot of you are the same way. You like both vintage and colorful. So I think a lot of us are that way. We like to work with both styles. And then there's some of us who just like one or the other, and that's cool too. I used to hate the vintage style. If you watch my videos in the beginning, I hated brown. I just felt like everything was so brown and blah. But as I started playing with it more and stuff, I found it to be more fun. And I do like to add some color to mine and not have everything just be brown. Okay, colorful vintage. That's what I like. Oh, I'm getting glue on my table. I'm getting glue everywhere. This is when we know it's a good time to stop, because I'm starting to get glue everywhere. Okay, so let's see where we're at with this. I still want to add something here, but when you open it up, this is where I will add my signature with my papers. I haven't done that yet. There we go. This is where I'll have like little cards to put in here or whatnot, or maybe the pieces that I'm glue booking. So I have a pocket here, and then I can collage on here, collage on here, collage on here, and then I have my waterfall here that I can collage on, and then it all closes like this. So fun. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had a blast just crafting with you. I hope you felt like you were crafting with a friend, because it sure felt that way to me. Love you guys. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to let me know down below if you would like something like this as a giveaway item. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.